Biafra lebu mame. Oh yes, no me wanna wash nana. Biafra lebu mame. Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Obamomo. The spirit of Biafra is upon me. That is why I am offering this song to our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa in Urobo dialect and Isoko. Lucky star is sinking low, I'm sinking low. Udogu, Biafra. Amorotomo agbada bururu. Amorotomo agbada bururu. Excellency Simon Ekpa. Yeruwe yo witruwe salo. Go with the sando. The freedom you brought to do well for us. Urobi soko with the sando. No. Amaru tomo agbada guru. PM Simon John, you have done so much for us. I am shedding tears of joy. Your tide cannot be seen easily. I search around the whole world, the greatest freedom fighter. We, the Robo, we appreciate you awesome. Worry sister say you are so good, you are so wonderful. Clara Dimu say you are so good. Amorutamo agbada. Helen Peter say you are so good. Patricia Robo say you are so good. Amorutamo agbada guru. Soko with the sando. What a wonderful man. The good guy. It's only the food that we eat. And I know those who are sitting at the fence in this Biafra struggle, they will not learn. Maybe they will learn in the grave. Urobisoko with the sando. The freedom you brought to do well for us. Worry sister say you are so good. Urobisoko with the sando. Paradim say you are so good. Anna Wabadaburu. Amarotomo Abadaburu. Amarotomo Abadaburu. Urobisoko with the sando. Urobisoko with throw a salute. Even lucky star, it is a do. You do well, it is a do. Freaky star, you do well, we salute you, we throw a salute. Patricia Urobo say you are so good, you are so good. Amaro Tomo, Agbada Guru. I am in tears of joy, For your good one cannot be quantified. Oh, Amorotomo Agbada Guru. Ewo, Isuko Bidise.
Maka Biafra, we're not put around you on into here. Simon Eba, Opa Toby.
Witness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sealed, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy on us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All these we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said,
Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for joining me on this amazing program. I welcome everyone who has connected to this very platform this morning. Thank you for joining us wherever you are joining from. If you are joining us from Asia, from Europe, from America, from Australia, from Canada, from New Zealand, you are joining us from Russia, from China, from Israel, I welcome you to this amazing platform. If you are watching from Facebook or you are watching me from the YouTube, I appreciate you and I thank you for being part of the program. This morning we have come once again, as we always do. You know, our morning program on YouTube is always an interactive section. It is a section where you can join us on YouTube. If you are watching from YouTube, you can join me on stage. There is a link there. If you are watching me on David Hubbard channel on YouTube, you can click the link, join me on stage, and then make your contributions. This platform where you are watching this program is a platform that stands under the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. This is a platform that stands under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and on the supreme command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In this very platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We don't come to this platform to preach hate. We do not come here to attack individuals or persons. We don't come here to attack any religion or race. What we do in this platform each time we come on is to encourage the oppressed people, more especially the Biafran people, to continue to hold onto their legitimate rights. The right to self-determination, the right to self-defense, and the right to life. These are eligible rights that you must hold tight to yourself. Do not let go of these rights. It does not matter who talks to you about it. Anyone that is talking down on you on these rights should be your number one enemy. Because these are rights that are guaranteed by Chukwu himself. International law approves it. African Human Rights and People's Law approves it. Nigerian law itself approves them. So why would anybody talk you out of it? It's only the haters, those who doesn't want you to succeed. That is why you must hold on to that which you are holding on to. Hold it strong. Never give up. Never give away that right. Hold it very tight. It belongs to you. Make use of it for you to survive. In this platform, what we do every time is to debunk the lies they are telling against us. There are so many lies they tell against the Biafran people, against our Prime Minister, Mazi Samonepa, and against our Supreme Mazi Nabeka. Those lies, we debunk them in this platform. So wherever you are watching me from, I urge you to come in and make your contribution. You must not be a Biafran person for you to join me on this platform. It's an open platform. The floor is open for everybody, whether you are a Biafran or not, whether you are a Nigerian or not, whether you are an African or not. As long as you are human and you are sure of what you want to say about, you have a responsible and reasonable question, you have a reasonable contribution, click the link and come on. We are going to give you all the time you need to make your opinion known. The only thing we beg you is that while you are here speaking to Biafran people, while you appear on this platform, you must make sure that you appear in a decent manner. You must cover up properly. We cannot admit you in this platform naked. No, we will not. Another thing is that when you are speaking on this platform, you must try as much as possible to be civil in your discussion. It does not matter how angry you are. It does not matter what your opinion may be. No matter the disagreement or the annoyances you have in you, when you are making your speech on this platform, those who are going to be joining me on stage, try as much as possible to keep your words civil. Keep it civil so that the people will understand your argument. There's no point you making noise and shouting. At the end of the day, nobody is going to understand you. When you are speaking on this platform, every members of the cabinet are watching and they are observing. The members of the cabinet of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria. Our Prime Minister, Mazi Samonepa, is also observing this very platform. So whatever you put down here, he is going to hear it. If it's something that will be implemented, I bet you it should be implemented. If it is something that will be corrected, it will be corrected. That is why you must present your case in a civil manner. I'm not telling you to be politically correct. Neither am I telling you to throw away your opinion. Hold on to your opinion. Speak the way you want to speak, but try to make it in a civil manner so that we can be able to digest whatever you have to throw at us. I welcome every one of you. Please, as you join me on this platform, like and share. It is very important. This is weekend. This is our weekend program. And this weekend program, I would like you to invite as many people as possible. We know that in the social media, they are not giving us the opportunity to spread the gospel. They are blocking our platforms, either on the YouTube or on the Facebook. They are blocking our platform to see that we cannot be able to make impact the way we are supposed to make impact. So the only way we can be able to reach out to people we need to reach out to is by you helping us to share the program. Share on all your platforms, share to family and friends, so that you can help us to do the outreach, the radical evangelism that our Prime Minister told us about long ago has just begun. We will do everything humanly possible to carry everyone along. Nobody must be left behind. Every Biafran, more especially, must get this message. The world must hear us. We can't afford to keep silent. We can't afford to pretend that all is well when all is not well. So please, while you join, share, invite somebody to join you on this platform. Don't be there alone. As you join, bring somebody along with you to also come in and digest what we are saying. You never can tell. It's either you learn from us or we learn from you. That is why I put the link there, so that people who want to join me on the platform can join and state their argument. It is welcome. Nobody knows it all. We are ready to learn. We are open to learn and make corrections. That is why you're here. So, my fellow Biafrans, today, we have chosen today, being weekend, to go on a topic which says exclusive weekend highlights on Biafra coming 4 days sit at home, tagged Special Madness to Nigeria. This is special weekend highlights on our coming 4 days sit at home. A lot of things are happening as we speak, and more things are going to happen. Wherever you are watching this program, I urge you to be at alert. Don't allow yourself to get distracted. They are going to try as much as they can to distract you. Already, we can see the distraction, including those of us in the media. They are distracted so much. You can imagine that when you come online, you will see only a handful of people watching you. In a platform where you have thousands and thousands of followers, but you cannot have up to 10 people watching you. It is sad. And it is not ordinary. It is not ordinary. It is because they are blocking our views. It is because they are trying to blanket our platform so that people cannot see our program. All the social media network, they are doing it. No one is exempted. Even on Twitter, they are attacking the post of our Prime Minister, limiting his views, removing his subscribers, removing the followers. That is the same problem we are facing on Facebook, on YouTube. Can you imagine preaching, standing and speaking in a platform that have thousands and thousands of followers, but you will not see up to 10 people watching? It is not ordinary. Their target is to discourage us from passing this message. But I have already taken the vow that if I come online, it is one person, I will preach my message, spend the hour I have to spend, and leave. It is in the hand of Chukwu Okikabia to spread the gospel. He and he alone will do what he has to do to make sure that our voice is being heard. They started very late. Whatever they are doing today, they started very late because we have already overcome them. They cannot stop us. We have already overcome them. We have already taken over. When it comes to the media, they can't make us more. And very soon, our own social media platform is going to be ready. And once it is ready, all these boundaries will be broken completely. Once our own social media network is up and flying, Biafrans are known for excellency. We are going to overtake every one of them today that is holding us down. My fellow Biafrans, we had known that a lot has happened within the week. A lot of informations have been passed. A lot have been done. So many instructions have been given. What are you doing? How prepared are you to obey and follow what is coming? Remember, the self-referendum is still ongoing as we speak. The Biafra self-referendum. As we speak, this Biafra self-referendum have gotten up to 45 million, more than 45 million, still counting. More than 45 million people have voted from all 40 states of Biafra land. And we are still counting. This referendum is going to continue. We are in the second phase. Very soon we are going to enter the third and the final phase, which is going to end during the convention in Finland. The convention is taking place November, December. In that convention, the result, the final result of the self-referendum will be called. As we speak, our Prime Minister has already released the chart that is coming out from the referendum. From the chart, you can see the number of people that are voting, male and female, the areas people are voting from, and how successful it has been. More than 90% of Biafrans are giving their mandate to the Biafra Republic of Nigeria to defend Biafra land, protect it and secure it. And there is no going back. It does not matter the propaganda, the blackmail, the push. We are not stopping. So as we speak, a lot is going on. A lot is going on. And we continue to go on until Biafra completely exits the zone. And within the week, we had the information that are coming. How the Zoological Republic are planning to destroy the life of Mazen Nandekan. They want to take Mazen Nandekan out by all means. And in trying to take the life of Mazen Nandekan, they first of all try to woo Biafrans to know what we are going to do, how we are going to act, and how we are going to react. They have started doing it slowly, slowly, slowly. That is why you see them, the criminals come out and they call for the release of Mazen Nandekan to exonerate themselves for what is about to happen. They say they are calling for the release of Mazen Nandekan. But we know that the call is not a sincere call, because if that is a sincere call, Mazen Nandekan will not face the challenge he faced recently in his health. This is a man who has not committed any crime. An innocent man who has been held against his will by the DSS. First of all, they went to Kenya and kidnapped him against international law. They tortured him against international law. And they brought him to Nigeria through extraordinary rendition, which is against all human rights law, international law, including Nigerian law itself. Kidnapping. Nigerian government got involved in kidnapping. Today, you will hear them talking about kidnappers, But the main people that introduced kidnapping is the government itself. The citizens of that country learned kidnapping from the government. The government itself taught the citizen about kidnapping. This is not the first time they did it. They did it a long time ago. And it was the same man that did it this time that did it before, Muhammad Buhari. When he went to the UK to kidnap Omar Diko. And they could not succeed. Every single person that was involved in that kidnap was sanctioned and punished, including the airline. They were all sanctioned and punished. But ask me, why is it that this time that they have even gone extra mile to conduct a successful kidnap of a British citizen? Yet the British are silent. The British are silent. But when they kidnap somebody who is non-citizen of Britain, even though the kidnap was not successful, people were punished. Sanctions were given out. Though the kidnap did not succeed, and the person involved is not a British citizen, but because it happened in British soil, everyone that got involved was sanctioned and punished. But today, a British citizen was kidnapped successfully, an extraordinary rendition to Nigeria. See, yet the British government is still playing dumb to it, and they are still going ahead to strengthen their bilateral relationship with the people who kidnapped their citizen because he's a Biafran. That is the only reason to give. That is why they are doing what they do, because he's a Biafran. From the beginning, they have said they don't trust us as Biafrans. They do not trust us because we are not the people that will come and begin to bow down for them. We are not the people who need to fold our hands and watch it go wrong. They know we will always contest when something is not proper. And because of that, they don't like us. That is why today in Nigeria, they empower the Janjaweed to do anything they like. Their own citizen was kidnapped, tortured, extraordinary rendition to Nigeria. And the government of Nigeria still have the boldness to drag him to court. In their own court, he also defeated them. And the court said, release him and pay him compensation. The court went ahead to say that no other court has the right to try him until they explain the situation surrounding his kidnapping. They ignore that judgment, and up to today, they are still carrying Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for one place to the other. And just like our promise I have said in the video I played yesterday, that Mazen Nnamdi can never be found guilty in any court. They can never find Mazen Nnamdi Kanu guilty. No court can find Mazen Nnamdi Kanu guilty. And the only thing they will continue to do is to continue to keep him, delay him, detain him for as long as they can. This is why we have to do extraordinary things. After within the week, when the Special Counsel of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the lead counsel, Aloy Ejimako, came out and told us what was happening. That they refused the doctors of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to see him, even when they know that he is critically ill. Our Prime Minister came out and issued a statement. After the statement of our Prime Minister, they now allow the doctors to see him. And the doctor confirmed that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is critically ill and need medical attention immediately. What did they do? They did not allow him to go for his medical treatment. This is a man who has been freed by their court. In the same country where we see criminals being freed, fraudsters in the government being given opportunity to go and treat them somewhere abroad, even when they have a serious case. But look at a man whose life is in danger. You're refusing him treatment because he's a Biafran. After watching all that they have done and what they are planning to do, the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Venezuela, with the support of all Biafrans and mandate given to him, made a declaration of 4 good days sit at home to secure and save the life of our Sudan Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, to secure and save Biafra land, to intensify in the delegitimization of Nigeria in Biafran territory. That 4 days sit at home is going to stand on the 29th of this very month. And on that 29th, all government offices, all ministries, all local government offices will be locked down. They will all be locked up. Every one of you, if you are working in any other ministry, begin to prepare now. You have no business being in the office within this mentioned date. But if you fail and you choose to disobey, you are going to face the consequence of your action. Don't blame anybody. Whatever happens to you, do not blame anybody. It is our duty to tell you what will happen when it has not happened. Then it's left for you to either take it or leave it. Whether you listen or you refuse to listen, it will not stop us from pursuing the freedom of Biafra. It is either Biafra or Biafra. We are not looking back. No matter what you say, no matter what you do, regardless your propaganda platform, we are not at all. We will continue to march on until we get to the promised land. Excuse me. We will continue to march on until we get to the promised land. No matter what the enemy is saying, no matter what they are doing. Never get distracted. The only thing you can do today is to obey simple instruction. Do the part you can do and let school complete the job for us. It is a very serious issue. And it's a pity that some of us are fallen victim to the lies of the enemy. We must make sure we defend our land. We must make sure we protect our land. We must make sure that our children have a future. That is why we are doing what we are doing today. No matter where they are coming from, no matter which angle they are coming from, do not get distracted. This sit at home is very important. If you care about the life of Mazen Nandikan, you must participate. It's very important. The freedom of Mazen Nandikan depends on what you and I do. It depends on what we are doing. If we fold our hands and pretend all is well, it's going to be there. But the more we continue to rise and speak up on our voices and demand and ask for his release, then we have no choice than to answer. May Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect every one of us that is watching this video today. There are so many challenges. It's not easy. It has never been easy. But in the midst of all challenges, we shall overcome. We shall overcome. My fellow Biafrans, the hour has come for us to take a bold step. The hour has come. This very sit at home that is being called is one of its kind. Our Prime Minister tagged this special madness to the zoo. You should know what that means. We are not going to leave any stone unturned. Special madness to the Zoological Republic. They have been calling for this madness, and we are going to give it to them. Whatever they are looking for, we are going to give it to them double, because we have waited for too long. We have patiently waited, and we've been asking and calling for referendum, referendum. Each time we open our mouth to say referendum, they attack us. When we talk about referendum, they are scared. They don't even want to hear it. And some of them, the ignorant ones, are very quick to ask you where it is in their constitution. Some of them are very quick to ask where is it in their constitution. My fellow Biafrans that are watching, wherever you are watching this program from, do not get distracted or deterred. It does not matter what you hear or what you see. The enemy of Biafrans know themselves, and they will never stop. They will never stop. It is time for us to redeem ourselves. We have made huge sacrifices in the past for others. It is time for us to work for ourselves. We have made huge sacrifice in the past. It is time for us to receive. My fellow Biafran people, everyone that knows that he genuinely wants freedom, this is the time for you to show what you are made of. If you have any family member in Biafra land, which most of us have, or you are in Biafra land, prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. Every one of us is important. Every single one of us is important. Don't allow anybody to make you less important than others. No one is less important. Every single one of us is important. And that is why our supreme leader started the message of unity, bringing people together in all walks of life. That is why our supreme leader embarked on evangelism, to educate people. And his works paid off. As we speak, there are thousands of Biafrans living abroad, and they know what they want. We will never allow anybody to tell us otherwise. The British today that is holding us captive. They know what they are doing. I thank Chukwu Okabena today. Even their citizens are reporting what is going on in Biafra land. They are going to face the consequence of their actions against Biafra. No matter what they do, no matter no matter the level they go, Chukwu Okabena, who made it possible for us to be alive up to this moment, is going to fight our battle and direct us to the right path. The 4-day sit at home is very, very serious and critical. Tagged special madness to the government of Nigeria. The delegitimization of the government of Nigeria have been stepped up to the highest level. Our Prime Minister have given the order for every one of us to step up our effort. Whatever you have been doing that brought us this far, double it. It is high time for us to wake up from our sleep. Be the people we need to be. There are so many issues at hand, but we must not allow it to distract us. We must be focused on the restoration of Biafra. The enemy that we're up against are very good in creating distraction. They are masters in that, creating distractions. That is why they always use the term hijack. Either they hijack, they create distraction and they hijack whatever you're doing, and before you realize it, you are on the other side. Guide and protect us. The Chukwu Okabena shows us the path that we shall follow. Every single one of us that is watching this program, we have a very special assignment, and we must carry them out. There is no going back. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. Because our life depends on Biafra. We have no other life outside Biafra. Our life depends on Biafra. Every one of us must be very, very serious and focused. When you hear about their so-called protests that they want to conduct, if you are a genuine Biafran, you know that the protest is not for you. If you are genuinely a Biafran, I don't need to remind you or tell you, you know that that protest is not for you. You're not supposed to be there. If you choose to put yourself on the line, you are going to pay the price. When you look at the information that are coming from their so-called protests, you'll be disappointed what you hear. You know, I have always said that Nigeria is irredeemable. When we use that word, Nigeria is irredeemable, people do not understand. Some of the one Nigeria is the big offense. They say they can redeem it. Oh, we can make it work. Oh, let's come together and make it work. How? How? For crying out loud. Let's come together and make it work. Let's come together with who? That's the number one question. With who are you coming together? Are you coming together with people who want you dead? Are you trying to make the peace of the graveyard? Come together with who? It is only an idiot that will want to have peace with somebody who doesn't want to be at peace with you. When you see somebody and it is clear to you that this person is not ready to be at peace with you, all you have to do is to walk away from that person. If you don't walk away and you continue to force yourself to have peace, you are going to get the peace of the graveyard. And you know what that means? We don't want that kind of peace. They tell us to come together with who? Look at the protests they are organizing now. They can't even find a common ground and objective on what to do. Already, another set of the citizens of the zoo are planning counter protests. These idiots that are planning counter protests, are they feeling, are they not feeling the same thing others are feeling? Do they have a different market where they buy their food stuff? Do they have a different filling station for them? Do they have a different laws or prison for them? Nothing. But because of diversity, because of interest, they have fallen behind a particular person. And it doesn't matter what the person does. It is okay for them as long as he's their man. In the Zoological Republic, it is impossible to hold anybody accountable, more especially the politicians. You can't hold them accountable. The politician in another part of Nigeria, to be precise, every politician in northern Nigeria, these people, you can't hold them. There's no way you can. Even their own citizens in the north cannot stand up to them. The feudal system in the north does not permit them to challenge their leaders. You see, when we talk about the diversity of Nigeria, it is something that there is no way you can be able to say. You can continue to run away from this fact for all I care. It will continue to stare your face. Every day you go to the social media, you see videos that are coming from Nigeria. You will know why Biafrans are doing what they are doing, why Biafrans are working out. You can never find a common ground in anything has a tag Nigerian. Look at Kenya. Kenya rose up, did their protest. They were not announcing it. They didn't plan it. They were not given conditions on how to protest or not to protest. That is how people protest. Come out on your own willingness. Nobody will cajole you or force you. No campaign. Just come out. And people of goodwill will join you. But what you have seen, they have already planned it. And while they are planning their fake protests, the other group are there, debating online and challenging, why do you have to protest? Some are there demoralizing people who are already ready to protest. They demoralize and say, oh, don't make it violence. Don't make it violence. Even when they know that the only violent institution in that country from called Nigeria is the government itself. The only violent institution in Nigeria is the government itself. Every violence you see in Nigeria emanated from the government itself. Kidnapping, they are the one that started it. Long time ago, they are the one that started kidnapping. Jungle justice, they are the one that is very good at that. Just of recent, the chief of army staff declared jungle war in Biafran territory. Very violent government. A terrorist government at that. Is that the people you want to go and protest against? Is that the people you want to go in the streets to protest? You are on your own. You saw what transpired during the NSAS. That the people were coming out to hijack the peaceful protest that people were conducting. And the people who were coming to create that problem were sponsored by the federal government of Nigeria. We saw them on the video is still on Facebook. Go and search, you see it on Facebook. Where the DSS used their jeep and they were dropping hoodlums to attack protesters. In Lagos State, we saw BRT bus drop the hoodlums who attacked protesters. That was why their BRT bus was bombed. There is a video to that. Any Biafran that stepped his foot out to join this protest. I have said this several times. You are a Biafran, a genuine Biafran, and you join this protest. You are from the old southeastern region, and you join this protest. You will not return alive. More especially the Igbo Biafrans. If you are an Igbo Biafran, and you participate in this very protest, you are not going to return alive. You cannot. You don't deserve to live. If you are Igbo Biafra and you participate in this their so-called protest, you will never survive it. Go and try. I'm not begging you not to join. As for those of us who has already known the zoo, we are out from the zoo already. We are already out. Today we have our own government, the Biafra Republic government in exile, with our Prime Minister, Master Simon. Every command comes from his office. The only government that will listen to our debate today is the government of Biafra in exile. The occupation forces that are in Biafra land, we can't listen to them. We don't give a damn about them. The only thing we do is to delegitimize them, evict them by force from our territory, and the Liberation Army are doing that on a daily basis. Those Biafrans who are still sitting on the fence, confusing themselves, talking rubbish and gibberish on their networks, on internet and in their media stations. You see a Biafran come to the media and begin to talk trash in their mouth. These are people who claim to be intelligent. They claim to have school. So many of them. They will tell you how many certificates they have. They are very quick to tell you about their professorship. Some will tell you they are professors. They have PhD. They have DHS. They have all the qualifications in them. But yet, when they open their mouth and speak, you'll be wondering. Their stomach have made them so insensitive, so senseless. Their stomach have removed their brain. That when they open their mouth to talk, you begin to wonder, did this man see the four walls of the school? They will open your mouth, you will not see any common sense in what they are saying. Just like one of the videos that our Prime Minister posted on his platform. When somebody who claimed to be an investigative journalist was interviewed, he was talking about one of his reasons why he cannot support Biafra, why he does not see Biafra as a viable thing. What is his reason? Marriage between Oduduwa people and the Biafran people. And somebody who claimed to be educated says that his own problem is that the Oduduwa people and the Biafran people have intermarried so much, and because of that marriage, we cannot talk of a separate country. Somebody who claimed to have a school, claimed to be educated, is opening his mouth to say that. That where are you going to put the boundary? How can you put a boundary to exist between these people? Very idiotic argument. And you see him sitting boldly, spreading his wings, as if he's making sense. On a national platform, wherever it is, he was looking at that useless statement. I am going to play the video before we dissect that nonsense he was talking. Let me play the video so that you can hear from him the kind of argument somebody who claimed to have sense is making. That's simply because there is intermarriage between the Oduduwa people and the Biafra. Because of that, we cannot be two separate countries. Is that not idiotic? Is there any country in the world that does not intermarry with the other? Is there any country in the world that has not intermarried with others? These are the fools who will come and tell you that the world is a global village. Do you know how many thousands of Biafrans are married to foreigners abroad in Europe? Do you know how many thousands of Biafrans are married to people in the United States, in Asia, in America, Australia? Do you know? Even in that very nearby, do you know how many people, how many Biafrans are married to Benin Republic, Cameroon, their neighboring countries? Why is that of Oduduwa different? Why is it special? And how does that stop us? What does that got to do with you having your country? How does it stop you from visiting each other? that is why you see them, they see, when we talk about this creation of this disintegration, they see it as a war. They see it as an enmity, that once you get it, you will now become an enemy, an arch enemy. You can no longer communicate with each other. You are mad. And this is the mentality that is in this kind of set of people. When you talk about creation of country, what comes against them is war. It is not a war. It is a simple creation. It's just like somebody. It's just like when a child is born in a family, the child will grow and grow. When the man matures to the age of a man, he will go and build his own house, marry his own wife, build his own family, and be on his own. That does not make him, that does not separate him from his original family. He is still bearing the family's name. He is still part of the family. Anytime the family gathering, he will still be part of the gathering. It is not war. If Nigeria disintegrates today, it doesn't mean that we will not communicate. Whether Arewa or Dudua, the Middle Belt, we will still do business. We will still intermarry. We will still visit each other. It doesn't stop. It continues. Today, Southern Sudan have gotten their independence. Southern Sudan people still have business in Sudan. The Southern Sudan people, they still have, in fact, they have relationship more than anything, and they are still relating with each other. They have intermarried. They are still there. As of today, they are still giving aids to each other. They are extending aids to each other. I want you to hear this clown, what he was saying. Let's hear
rails, because nobody uses narrow gauge rails anymore, except India and South Africa.
Yeah.
So, yes, there are real grievances. I can't stress that enough. There are real grievances. And there are reasons why people like Nnamdi Kanu could exist. But now that they exist, what roadmap have they proposed? I don't see any roadmap that they've proposed.
True.
I see a lot of vexation. I see a lot of anger. I see a lot of aggro.
Yeah.
But what is the route from A to B? I'm not even saying, oh, you have to be polite. You have to be civil. That's not what I'm saying at all. You can be rude all you want. But the truth is there a workable route from A to B?
Yeah.
Have I seen it? I have not seen it.
I agree, of course.
So that's my
100%,
issue with the modern day iteration of the Biafra idea. I have no problem with the idea of a Biafra if it was communicated in a way that made it make sense.
Yeah.
So if anybody who is advocating for a Biafra, who is pushing for a Biafra, if they can explain to me, for example, how, and these are real issues, for example, I'm not saying this is why Biafra shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
I'm saying, explain to me how, for example, the two ethnic groups in West Africa that have the highest rate of intermarriage, that's the Yoruba and the Igbos. If you go and put an international border between them, how do you want to fix that issue?
Real issues.
The two ethnic groups that have the highest economic interdependence in West Africa, the Yoruba and the Igbos. If you put an international boundary between them, how do you want to fix that issue? Yeah. You understand? These are real issues that you can't fix with rhetoric.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's easy to shout.
Exactly.
But how do you want to fix these real issues?
You see this clown, idiots like this. You see, when they speak, you think they are intelligent. Their brain is empty. The only real issue he sees, intermarriage between the Oduduwa people and the Biafra people. And he said that he has not seen anything that is being put forward in terms of Biafra. And that is how they start. This bunch of clowns, whenever they are talking about Biafra, they will first of all start, oh, I am not against Biafra. This Biafra is a very good cause. It's an opportunity. It's a very good cause. But the way you are doing it is bad. This is how they start. Each time you see these clowns who claim to be educated, when they come up, they will first of all tell you, they will acknowledge the fact that there is problem. There is actually problem. In fact, every complaint the Biafrans are making is legitimate. But he has not seen any roadmap. He has not seen anything. A bunch of clowns and idiots who are deceiving themselves because of their stomach. You haven't seen anything. The supreme leader of IPOB, from onset, is asking for referendum. And they have refused to allow people to make their choice. It is not even about Biafra. Allow the people to choose and tell you what they want. And the next they will tell that referendum is not in their constitution. But this idiot forgot there is something called doctrine of necessity. There is something called doctrine of necessity. Even in that zoological republic, it has been applied several times. The doctrine of necessity has been applied in the zoological republic many, many times. This so-called referendum have been used several times before they removed it. The referendum has been used on several occasions before they remove it. It's not as if it is something from the blue that doesn't make sense or doesn't. It is existing. And even if you don't have it in your constitution now, there is something called the doctrine of necessity. Why are they running away from it? You say you haven't seen a road. Now you haven't seen a roadmap. Okay, now Mazen Nande kind of followed it in a manner that every idiot can understand. But since you don't understand, today we have the Prime Minister, Mazen Simon Ever. His roadmap is clear. We are not begging anybody. We will not bow to anybody. We are going forward to conduct our referendum by ourselves. Go ahead, declare Biafra and defend it. That is the roadmap we have today. Since you refuse to choose the path that was given to you, that is simple. We have chosen a different direction. And yet, because these idiots do not, they concentrate on their own selfish interest, simply because you have a platform where you get money every month, you have your car, you're not hungry, you feel you have all beside you, then whatever anybody is saying doesn't really matter to you. You sit back, oh, this is Biafra. I love it. It's not that they don't have a genuine argument. They have a genuine argument, but I have not seen anybody who is making it. The idiot that is talking, what effort have you yourself made, knowing fully well that what these people are asking for is a legitimate right? What move? Are you not a human being? Are you not a human being? The most idiotic set of people in that contract are the ones that call themselves human rights activists. They are the worst. Everybody that identifies himself as a human rights activist in Nigeria, fear them. These are the people you must never go close to. They are the worst of the worst. They are just the same thing with the government, seeking for their stomach. The same thing with the politicians. That is why you see a human rights lawyer defending the government and standing by the side of the government. We have seen it on several occasions. A human rights lawyer dancing to the tune of the government, including the ones that claim to be SANA. These are the worst of the worst. Those ones who claim to be human rights in Nigeria. There's nobody, no single one that is a human rights activist in Nigeria. Because they will be the first one to sit on your right and abuse it and tell you not to talk. They will talk on your behalf. And when they get there, they will negotiate on their own behalf. They will negotiate for their own selves. Each time you see them raise a topic in the name of human rights, it is to propagate something for themselves, to make money for themselves, to create attention for themselves, to make a name for themselves. Go and check every single person that called him or herself a human rights activist. How do they end up in the zoo? It is always about them. It is about their personal interests, including the ones that are professors, including the ones that are professors that have claimed to be human rights activists in the past. Every single one of them is politicized. It is about them. Once the situation is comfortable for them, all they have to do is to calm you down and claim they are speaking for you. They will calm you down. And once they get what they want, they will remain silent until the case dies off. And they will look for another chip and go to home. It is so sad. We have seen this again and again. Look at what somebody who claimed to be educated is saying. It's just like people who were asking Mazen Nandekano when he was around, show us our roadmap. How are you going to get Biafra? How will you get this Biafra from us? How? That question continues to come. How are you going to get Biafra? How are you going to get Biafra? And these people who are asking this question claim to be Biafra, and they're asking from a distance, from outside. You expect him to reveal everything he has to do, to give you his secret of how he plans to do things. And Mazen Nandekano kept silent. I was watching him because it's not your time. But when the new dimension unfolded, under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon, today, somebody will still come and say, how are you going to get this Biafra? When the Prime Minister have explained and narrated the procedures that he wants to take, and he is following them one after the other. That is why today his name is in the mouth of every office in that contraction called Nigeria. Simon Ekpa is the highest threat they have in Nigeria today. Simon Ekpa is the highest threat the Asorok have today. Their Senate dedicated a whole sitting for one Simon Ekpa. It is not ordinary. The Senate dedicated a whole sitting for man Simon Ekpa, deliberating on how to get him down. If he is not doing something, they wouldn't do that. But some of the idiots will continue to deny the facts, things that you see every blessed day. The beauty of this time that we're in is that the Prime Minister of Biafra doesn't hide anything. He is doing everything in the open. He has said it, that we are pursuing the restoration of Biafra on multi-dimensional system. Multi-dimensional system. First of all, we are going politically, we are going diplomatically, and we are going on self-defense. And these three ways he mentioned, you can see them working actively. Politically, our self-referendum has been conducted successfully without any hindrance. Very, very successful. With recognition, it has already gained recognition. And more recognitions are going to come. Today, he has the mandate of the Biafran people to secure the territory. You are not yet convinced. Even when the international communities are focusing and they are watching him, and they are following on, recognitions are coming, you are not yet convinced. Diplomatically, you are there. He was able to secure a lobbying firm to lobby for Biafrans. The lobbying firm is working actively, and yet you are not convinced. You are not convinced. On security-wise, in the self-defense, you can see the Liberation Army doing the needful on a daily basis. You can see reports that are coming from the Liberation Army, yet you are not convinced. What else do you want to hear? Don't worry. We know that the Thomas will always be there. The Judas will always be there. But at the end of the day, you can never stop the mandate of Chukwu Okabia. When the time is right, the right will be done. And the whole world will see it. And it is not going to be too far. The beauty of it is that everything that the Prime Minister is doing today, he's doing it with a date. He will give you a date and tell you what he's going to do. And he will go ahead and do it. It does not matter whether you accept it, whether you agree or you don't agree. It doesn't matter whether you believe or you don't believe. Today, when he announced the delegitimization of the IPOB in Nigeria, some people thought it was a joke. The Biafrans cast the vote of no confidence on the IPOB in Nigeria, and they are gone. The Biafrans also came out and cast the vote of no confidence on the politicians in Biafra territory, the governors, and whatever they call themselves. And from that moment, they lost their grip. We cast the vote of no confidence on the Biafran, on the Nigerian government. And from that time onwards, things changed. And today you can see where we are today. The delegitimization of the zoological republic in Biafran territory. And that delegitimization is not just that he makes those statements. He doesn't just speak those languages to make you happy. He speaks about them and he go ahead and pursue it. It is not just to make you happy. It's not just saying it to make you smile or to make you happy. No. Today, the delegitimization of the zoo is going on the highest level. Today, it has become clear before the whole world that the only authority that is in charge in Biafran territory, completely in charge, is Biafra Republic Government in Exile. We have been able to conduct sit at home for the past 3 years. Biafrans are following suit. Today, we are about to conduct another sit at home, which is going to last for 4 good days. Another sit at home, which is going to be the special madness against the Nigerian government. 4 good days, starting from 29th of this month, 30th, 31st. Every secretariat, every government offices, every government ministries in Biafra territory will be totally shut down. To be shut down. And whoever is working there, whether you are in Biafra or whatever you are, you got no business being in your premises that day. If you go there, whatever happens to you, you bear it. If you go there, whatever happens to you, you'll be responsible because you were warned. The same people that will force you to come in will be the people to take you out. And on the 2nd of August, it will be a general lockdown in the whole Biafra territory. In the entire Biafra land, it will be locked down. There will be no movement. If you think it is a joke, think again. Our Prime Minister doesn't play. When it comes to the issue of Biafra, if you joke with the statement, you joke with your own life. The situation of Biafra cannot be redeemed by cowardice. Our situation cannot be redeemed by begging. Our situation cannot be redeemed by fear. That is why our Supreme has said that we are fearless in the face of our enemies. And that is the way to go. You cannot rescue yourself or get freedom by begging. You can't get it by complaining. You can't get it by petition. You have to take action. Just as they told Mazen Mandeka, go and start doing something. He was told, go and begin to do something if you really want Biafra to come. And that is the only way. Don't think that the British don't know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. The whole world know what is going on. They know. Every single atrocity they are committing against the Biafrans is on the table. The genocide against Biafra, they know. But they are not going to do anything except we do something. First of all, have that in your mind. Each time the United Nations come in, United Nations will never come in until lives are lost. Sometimes millions of lives are lost. United Nations can never come in until something is happening. They will never dare come in because already their own interest is protected in the zoo. Until when you react and begin to reject whatever thing they have put in place, then they can come in to discuss. Don't think they don't know what is happening. They know fully well what is happening. And in case you think they don't know what is happening, I am going to play a video for you to listen. The report. Thank God today, voices are joining. Voices are joining across the world to talk about the atrocities happening in Biafra land. They know very well. It is not as if this is we are saying now is to encourage Biafrans to be able to have the strength that come out and do what they need to do. To also educate the idiotic ones who, the one Nigerians who are dumb, even though they claim to be educated and they know nothing. They throw away their common sense because of hunger. Some of them are worshiping their belly. As long as they have something to eat, as long as we put something at the table, they can support any nonsense. That is why we are speaking here. For the West have first-hand information of what is going on in Biafra territory today. After all, in that zoo, you have Amnesty International, you have United Nations, you have whatever. Every organization, you have them there. And they know what is happening. But they will never take action except you make that move. And that is why it has become necessary that we do what we are doing. It is not an easy task. Freedom costs a lot. And just like they told Mazen Mandeka, that if your freedom does not worth your life, then you don't deserve it. I want to play that to remind you what they told me.
When I was talking to very heavy players, big men at UN, what they said to me is, but you stopped. That means that what you're fighting for is not worth dying for. If your freedom is not worth dying for, then the world cannot take you seriously.
If your freedom is not worth dying for, the world cannot take you seriously. Did you hear it? If your freedom is not worth dying for, the world will not take you serious. This is what they told Mazen Nandekan in the United Nations. When he met some heavyweight United Nations, this was their advice. Now you understand why we have to take the step we are taking. You must have information for you to be able to understand how to go about it. Freedom fighting is not just coming to make noise. Like the idiots who claim to be human rights activists in Nigeria. None of them is, I told you, none of them is a human rights activist. Listen to it again. I didn't say.
When I was talking to very heavy players, big men at UN, what they said to me is, but you stopped. That means that what you're fighting for is not worth dying for. If your freedom is not worth dying for, then the world cannot take you seriously.
Hear it? If your freedom is not worth dying for, the world can never take you serious. So you see some of you like, oh, they will kill you, they will do this, they will do this, oh, they will kill people, people will die, people will fall, people will... If your freedom, you're not ready to give your life for freedom, then the world will not take you serious. If your freedom is not worth dying for, the world will not take you serious. A heavyweight in the United Nations said it to Mazen Nandekan in black and white. If your freedom is not worth dying for, the world will never take you serious. Do you understand? You see, when we talk about freedom fighting, the West, they know they have a way they do their things. There are procedures you must go through before you get their attention. There are things you must do if you are serious about something. If your freedom is not worth dying for, the world will not take you serious. So you see those of them who are preaching this and that and that and this. That is why our Supreme Master said, they will buy us, we will buy them. At the end of the day, Biafra will come. The only thing you can do today is to pay attention to informations. Pay attention to informations. Obey instruction. Obedience can take you very, very far. When you hear sit at home, sit your butt at home, it is going to take you very, very far. Most of the people that are falling victim today are the people who have disobeyed. People who feel that they know better. People who have been carried away with their belly. They no longer reason with their brain, they reason with their belly. These are most of the people that are falling victim. And some few people who, maybe by the will of Chukwu Hukarian, have permitted whatever happened to happen to them. But I want you to always remember that if your freedom is not worth dying for, the world will not take you serious. Always remember this one. It is not that they don't know what is happening. They know. It is not that they are not hearing. They hear. It is not that they don't see. They are sick. They are not deaf. They hear. But until they see the seriousness in you, and how do you show that seriousness? It is what they told Mazen Nandekan. When Mazen Nandekan was making a case of Biafra, you fought Biafran war, and they said, but you stopped. Yes, you fought Biafran war, millions died, but you stopped. Why did you stop? Why did you stop? Even though millions died, why did you stop? If your freedom is not worth dying for, the world will not take you serious. Do you understand? The more you begin to understand these facts, the more you will know why the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria, Simon Ekpa, is doing what he's doing. The more you understand these facts, the more you will know why we are doing what we are doing. Until you begin to understand these facts, you will not know how important the actions of our Prime Minister is. The West knows what is happening. I want to play the video for you to see a report that is coming from the West. The West that you feel they don't know, you want to tell them, I want you to hear a report coming from them.
The Biafran War was one of the most brutal and bloody conflicts of modern times. Also known as the Nigerian Civil War, it left 1 million dead and millions more displaced. It also shaped so much of our thinking on secession and independence. And yet today, it's largely forgotten. So what was the conflict all about? And why was it so especially significant? The British decision in the early 20th century to merge the two Nigerian protectorates, a decision taken for economic reasons, created an entity that was fundamentally at odds with itself. This would eventually have dramatic and tragic consequences following the country's independence in 1960. The tensions between North and South soon spilled over into the political arena, leading to mass killings and one of the most significant wars to affect modern Africa. Indeed, the Biafran War was widely regarded as the most pressing humanitarian disaster of its day. Over the course of 2.5 years, millions died in a conflict that led to mass starvation.
You see that report? Does that man that make that report there look like a Biafran? Does he look like a Biafran? Does that voice sound like the voice of a Biafran? That's the British. So they know what is happening. They know. They know that what they created in the zoo is not working. They know that Nigeria cannot survive the way it is. They know that they force people of diverse interests together. They know that the diversity in Nigeria is a destructive one. And there's no way it will progress in that form. They know very well. But if you fold your hands and do nothing, they will keep watching you and you keep dying. They will keep watching you and you keep dying. I want you to always remember that if your freedom is not worth dying for, the world will not pay attention to you. Hold that word to your heart. But as we speak today, every one of us as Biafrans must rise up. The time has come to defend our territory. Give all the support you can. As we are preparing for the sit at home that is coming, special madness to the Zoological Republic. Wherever you are, obey that sit at home. If you have relatives, brothers and sisters in Biafran territory, tell them, let them pay attention. Tell them not to go to the office that day, 29th, 30th, and 31st, and also on the 2nd of August. Today is Saturday, and it is a day that Biafrans come together to raise funds for the defense of Biafra land. If you have not been contributing, please, this is the time for you to pay your own dues. If you have been doing it, continue to do it and double it. Double your effort. Because the responsibility is increasing. Put your money where your mouth is. The Biafra we are talking about today is our future. It's our hope. It's our life. That respect you want, that dignity, that security you want, that good economy you want, you can't find it in Nigeria. You can never, ever find it in Nigeria. Only Biafra can give you those things. Nigeria has ended. And there is no two ways about it. If you don't know that, you better know that now.
The zoo has fallen. The zoo has fallen. Finally, the zoo has fallen. If you do not know that the zoo has fallen, check around yourself. Check around you.
You heard that from our Prime Minister. The zoo has fallen. All you need to do is to look around yourself. Just look around yourself. You will be convinced, absolutely, that the zoo has fallen. My fellow Biafrans that are watching, Wherever you have joined this platform from, I appreciate you and I thank you for being part of this program. As we are bringing this program to an end, by the special grace of God, I might be able to come online in the evening again. As you have joined this platform, please like and share this program so that those who are not able to join us can get the information. We know that they are restricting our views. They are restricting us from reaching out to people we need to reach out to. But with your support and help, we can be able to reach out to as many people as possible. So each time you join us on this platform, make sure you subscribe, share the video to all platforms, share on your WhatsApp group so that people can be able to get this information. Information is power. There are so many lies that have been told. And if we don't come and speak on those lies, when it stays for a long time, people will begin to see that the truth. That is why it is necessary that we come and debunk these lies. May Chukwu guide and protect every Biafran, wherever you might be on the planet Earth. All the lovers of freedom across the world, may Chukwu guide and protect every one of you. I pray that Chukwu will guide and protect the de facto government in the whole land. Every member of the cabinet of Biafra, Republic of Exile. I pray that Chukwu will guide and protect all our broadcasters on different platforms. I pray that Chukwu will guide and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, the Oputobi of Biafra land. I appreciate you. I pray that no evil shall befall you. No weapon formed or fashioned against you shall prosper. Every attack against you will never ever stand. I pray for our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandikan. Wherever you might be at this material hour, we pray for divine safety, security for you. We pray for healing. We pray for strength. We pray for divine health. We pray that Mazen Nandikan will have divine revelations. Wherever he may be, we cover him with the presence of Chukwu Kabiam. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. Mazen Nandikan will gain his freedom and he will join us again very, very soon. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafrans shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Supreme Leader Mazi Nandikan shall prosper. Thank you for being part of this program and stay blessed. Biafra government, peace, unity, progress, and equity. We move airborne.
Oye soro no ye wona wo sure nana. Erire Biafra go mama o. Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Obamomo. The spirit of Biafra is upon me. That is why I am offering this song to our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. In Urobo dialect and Isoko. My Mazin and the Kano. Lucky star is sinking, I'm thinking, Udogu, Ekpa. Amorotomo, Agbada Brururu. Amorotomo agbada bururu. Excellency Simon Ekpa. Mi Yeruweyo with away salute. Puro Christopher with the sendo. The freedom you brought to do well for us. Puro Christopher with the sendo. No. Amaru Tomo Agbada Guru. PM Simon Joko. You have done so much for us. I am shedding tears of joy. Your tide cannot be seen easily. I search around the whole world, the greatest freedom fighter. We, the Robo, we appreciate you awesome. Worry sister say you are so good, you are so wonderful. Clara Dimu say you are so good. Oh, Amarutamo Agbada. Helen Peter say you are so good. Patricia Robo say you are so good. Amarutamo Agbada Guru. Soko with the sendo. What a wonderful man. The good guy. It's only the food that we eat. And I know those who are sitting at the fence in this Biafra struggle, they will not learn. Maybe they will learn in the grave. Urobisoko with the sendo. The freedom you brought to do well for us. Worry sister say you are so good. Oh, Urobisoko with the sendo. Paradim say you are so good. Anna, Wabadaguru. Amarotomo Agbadaguru. Hey, Amarotomo Agbadaguru. Urobisoko with the sendo. Hey, Urobisoko with throw a salute. Even Lucky Star, it is said, do. You do well, oh, it is said, do. Ricky said, you do well, oh. We salute you, oh, we throw a salute. Patricia Urobo say you are so good, oh. You are so good. Amaru Tomo Agbadaguru. I am in tears of joy, for your good work cannot be quantified. Oh, Amarotomo Agbadaguru.